Welcome one last time to the Lemmings Hall of Fame level solving commentary video series. And this is it. This is the final video of the video series because we have reached the final 10 levels of the pack. And so this video will pretty much cover Platinum 21 through Platinum 30. And then once that happens, we are done. So hang in there a bit longer and yeah, it'll be over pretty soon. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, first up, Platinum 21, Valley of the Kings by Saxon 10. I don't know who either of them are, I don't think. And then, yeah, I don't know the song either, I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. Where is it? There it is. I don't know if this is still valid because I do remember having to fix my replay here. At least I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, one of the few levels that I need to do a replay tweak due to some timing being off. So send up two climbers. Yeah, the first one will bomb to make a hole for the other one, who will bash on through, and also become a slider so that he can survive this drop. Yeah, it is just splat height. Okay, fence on through. Okay, and then bomb here. Okay, send up another climber, who will also become a slider. Okay, bash on through. And then, yeah, here, after we get past the steel, we're gonna go ahead and fence up to the crowd. Alrighty? They're all gonna drop down here. Yeah, and he's gonna survive because he's a slider. And then, what else? Bash on through here. Yep, and then all there's left to do is to just simply bomb the rest of the way through to the exit. Yep, and that's it. It just takes two more bombers. So a slider, a bomber, and fencer left over here. So not too difficult below. Just need to know how to like get out of the starting area in order to like release the crowd and everything. Platinum 22, Lost of the Wilds by Nightwish. Don't know who that is, and I do not know the song as well. Oh, tapped my mic on my headset there. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and dig with the second lemming. Yeah, the first one goes on ahead, who digs here, and then fourth lemming becomes what happened? Yeah, he becomes a climber, okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and bash through with the digger, and then set up another climber. Jump over the gap, and then what else? Yeah, dig here to cancel the first digger. Yeah, so that we can bash to the left. Okay, and then jump with the next climber. So these bashers will cancel out one another. Or each other, I should say. So bash on through here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make a staircase here by digging and then bashing. Yeah, this basher will just go to the exit. And then build over this gap with our only available builder. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter where you bash from. And yeah, and that's another reason for the digger canceling, is to create a hole here, or nook, so that the climber cannot go out. Because you also need to save him. Yeah, since you cannot lose anyone. Yeah, it's a save all level. So just a digger left over here. This is another one that isn't too difficult either. Yeah, probably just the start is the hardest. Yeah, with like managing the crowd at a somewhat high release rate. But other than that, it's a pretty short level. Platinum 23, The Name of the Rose by 10. So there's 10 again. But as mentioned, don't know who that is, and then I do not know the song. Alrighty. This one is somewhat challenging. Yeah, from what I remember. So we're surrounded on both sides by evil flower traps, and yeah, they also are all pre-assigned sliders. So we're just gonna go ahead and build, and then he lays enough bricks so that the next one will just slide out to the left. Yeah, and all the remaining ones as well. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing by building to the left as well. So in this way, the two builder staircases keep the crowd contained. Yeah, while one goes on ahead and jumps over the evil flower trap, and also glides to get on top of the castle here. Okay, and then jump again. Yeah, since we don't have any climbers. So yeah, as you can see, perfectly contained. And then jump again, yeah, so that we can glide on here. And yeah, just goes before the trap trigger, where we're gonna go ahead and fence up. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build up twice, and then fence through the castle. And then we're gonna go ahead and build twice to fill up the gap here. And yeah, I go ahead and release a lemming from the crowd by jumping, and then he will land, yeah, just before the trap trigger. And then we're gonna go ahead and bomb to avoid the trap. And then I go ahead and release another lemming from the crowd by making him jump. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bomb to get underneath this trap trigger. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build to get up here. Yeah, so 2 more builders, and then fence our way up. Stop in mid-stroke with a jumper. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build to get up here. Yeah, because as it is, if he is left to go over here, then he's stuck in an infinite loop. Okay, and then we have a flower trap right by the exit, so we're going to go ahead and build to get over the trap, of course. And then, yeah, he is a bit past the exit trigger, but he's going to go out the other way, and then just into the exit. And then notice something here. Yeah, if I advance this frame by frame, and then also activate CPM. Yeah, so while he's dehoisting, yeah, because he touches the exit trigger, he just simply jumps into the exit, like pretty much like in midair. And this was pretty much an oddity that I at first reported. Yeah, because I thought it was like some kind of bug. But it turns out that there's no problem at all, since yeah, because he's still dehoisting and exits. Yeah, rather than it would be a problem if it was a faller instead. And I think it's pretty much known to the community, at least Neo Lemmicks, that fallers cannot exit in midair. And so because he hasn't transitioned to a faller, yeah, there's no problem there, even though he exits in midair. So yeah, it's the same thing with shimmiers. They can also exit in midair as well. Yeah, while they're shimming and going along the ceiling. And then what do I do here? Yeah, then I just go ahead and bash to release the crowd. Yep, and that's already it. So 4 jumpers, a bomber, and a basher remaining. So yeah, as strange as it is of them exiting in mid-air, again, as I explained, it's not a problem at all. Yeah, because they are exiting while they are dehoisting, not exiting when they have transitioned into a faller. Yeah, which is forbidden. Yeah, under Neo Lemmicks. At least modern Neo Lemmicks. In earlier versions, it was possible for a direct drop to happen. Platinum 24, Imaginarium, I think that's how you say it. Nightwish, so there's Nightwish again. Don't know who that is, and I don't know the song as well. So this time we have some neutrals, and come to think of it, I think this is the very first level in which neutrals feature an appearance. Yeah, for the pack status. Okay, I do believe I remember backgrounding this a couple of times. Yeah, because I do have 2 replays here, but I'm pretty certain that the first one will fail. But I'll just check anyway. Jump and then climb and then bash. Jump again. Then yeah, I believe it's the basher who gets a slider. Yeah. While the other one just falls through a bomb. So that we create a hole for the slider to get inside. And yes, it fails because he bashes into the steel. So yes, this is confirmed that it's not a working replay. Yeah, but I do have an updated one, which should be this one. So jump again and then bomb. Yeah, at a point where you cannot, or the Lemmings cannot get out unless you make him a climber or jump into it. Yeah, or do something to lower the wall. Yeah, so that they can step up. And then he also becomes a slider. Yeah, the basher that just finished. So he drops down here. He would jump a couple of times. Okay, and then jump here and then shimmy. Yeah, this one can be a little bit challenging as well, especially with like the start and everything. But yeah, this kind of thing I've done a few other times, you know, on some earlier levels, where you just release them by doing something at the point where the wall is still too high to get Lemmings out. Yeah, so you need to like send workers one at a time or something. Prop them up the gap. Yeah, takes 2 of them. And then yeah, do the same thing here. He will turn around, and then we're gonna go ahead and clone him. Okay, shoot a laser here. And then I go ahead and stop the laser with a shimmier. Yeah, otherwise he's going to destroy this ramp up here, and therefore, yeah, it's not possible to reach the exit anymore. Especially since we don't have any more constructor skills. And then we're going to go ahead and laser and then clone them. So the one facing to the left releases the neutral entrance. And yeah, this is a safe wall for the neutrals. And now this also releases the normal entrance as well. Alrighty, and then he's gonna slide out the other way. And looks like he just drowns already. Oh, that's already it, okay. But at least here with the like the given skills and everything, yeah, I think I can see that the intention is to like basically shimmy up here with a slider in order to like bomb the neutrals free. And I could have sworn I had a solution that did that, but apparently not. But anyway, a jumper, 3 shimmiers, 2 bombers, and a basher left over. And again, yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is intended to like send a shimmier to bomb to release the neutrals. This is very likely not intended anyway, since I do skip that element that I just described with how to release the neutrals. But in any case, yeah, I still think it's a pretty nice level. Platinum 25, Devil's Dance Floor by Flogging Molly. Don't know who that is, and I don't know the song as well. There's probably not any song that I would recognize in the final 10 levels, but we shall see. Alrighty. You have plenty of the athletic skills and also the shimmiers. So it may indicate like a very difficult level, but it's really not too bad. Yeah, there are some things that you need to watch out for though. Okay, shoot a laser here, and then second one will shimmy to get up here. Okay, he also becomes a climber, and then jump to climb up the other way. Okay, and then go ahead and shimmy. Oh, where did he drop? He dropped right there, okay. Okay, bash on through here. I think I should be sending some more. He also becomes a slider. Yeah, just bash her up here. And there we go. Send up another guy out from the crowd as a shimmier. So the 5th to last lemming here. and then this guy will shimmy, and then this guy also becomes a climber. This shimmer over here. So it looks like I just do work with these two guys. And flamethrower. I'm not sure from what graphic set that's from. Okay, bash on through here, and then yeah, also platform this water gap. So yeah, he should not turn around. And then this guy also becomes a slider. Okay, and then somebody also becomes a swimmer. Yeah, this guy. Okay, platform up this water gap. Yeah, he doesn't turn around. And then shoot a laser, and then also stop him with a shimmer. Yeah, this is so he doesn't distort the terrain, so that he can still walk on top of the dog here. So a dog that's partially destroyed. Poor doggy. Okay, and then I send up the athlete as a shimmer. And then another one as a shimmer. And then you also get some, let's see, a climber and a slider. So same thing as this guy, I believe. Yes. And then he will shimmy over here. Okay, and then he does the same thing by shimmy. Okay, and then build so that he turns around. And then build here to turn around, or not turn around, but like it's to I guess maybe as the delay, I believe. And then go ahead and shoot a laser, and then I stop him by making him use a shimmer jump, and then yeah, he also becomes a swimmer. Oh yeah, just to make a hole so that he has a turnaround point. Okay, and then he platforms, and then I stop him with a shimmer jump. And there you have it. Yeah, now he is able to go out to the water here, and then he becomes a swimmer. Yeah, now these guys can just proceed to the exit. Yeah, another. Let me put the crowd as a shimmer, and then he also becomes a slider and a climber. Yeah, because now we can just simply release the crowd by bashing through the one-way wall. Yeah, because this is a turnaround point for the crowd, so that they don't walk in the direction of the water. Yeah, and then we go ahead and make him shimmy, and also a swimmer for later on. Yeah, since he'll be following a different path from the crowd. So now we are bashed through the one-way wall and observe. Yeah, this is the turnaround point for the crowd. And then, why did I make him shimmy? Because he could have just simply followed the path of the crowd. Yeah, it's just like he'll go out this way instead. Okay, so that shimmer was not needed at all at the end. And yeah, maybe I should just let you see where he goes. Out here, and then out to the right. Yeah. And he's already a swimmer, so yeah. So yeah, it's not too difficult at all, because you have so many skills available. Yeah, the permanent skills, and same thing with the shimmers. And so whatever Strato has in mind for the intended way, yeah, it must be an extremely like convoluted one, but probably a very impressive one as well. And yeah, I do believe this one was pretty backroutable in pre-testing, and it still seems that it's still the case here. But again, as Strato has not released any patches since the PAX release, yeah, over a year ago. Yeah, it's allowed to stay for the time being, I guess. Yeah, unless Strato decides not to lie. Fix up the load to life. Because he doesn't deem my solution a background or anything, or at least not a very glaring one. Anyway, Platinum 26. I see you de Bego, Nosa. I don't even know if I said that correctly. Uh, Michelle, yeah, or maybe Michael, but it's missing an A, so maybe it's Michelle, Tolo. And then we have a time limit of 2 minutes here. I think the time limit is a result of background fixing. Yeah, I think originally there wasn't a time limit. But I do believe this is like more or less... Oh, I actually had another solution for Platinum 25. Okay. Maybe I can go back to that one. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and see this one first. Yeah, unless that one just happens to be one where I don't even remember which one I loaded now. Jump and then shimmy. Okay, dig here. And then interrupt him with a shimmer. So this contains the crowd. Yeah, just dig a bit. And then he becomes a slider. Yeah, he stops here. And then jump again. Did I say slider? I meant glider, sorry. Okay, so he uses the shovel as a turnaround point and collects these platform pickups. Bash through the beach house here. And then jump. And then platform. Yeah, max out the release right here. Okay, and then build. And then platform again. And then build. Yeah, he would turn around. Yes. Where's the exit? Oh, it's up here. Okay, and then mine, and then stop the miner with a shimmer. Yeah, there's only 24 seconds remaining, so not that much time left. And then go ahead and build. And yeah, just lays that final break in the nick of time, and then I go ahead and make him jump. Yeah, the builder. Yeah, so that he does not turn around because we can't afford him to anyway. Yeah, and plus he'll drown in the water. So yeah, only a second remaining here. Okay, and then yeah, let me go ahead and go back to the previous level. Yeah, I don't remember which replay I loaded here, but I can quickly find out. I think. Let's see. Oh, no. No. That was around the time when I was doing some resolving, it appears. So no, it looks like I did load up the right replay. But yeah, I could always check. Yeah, this one should fail. Yeah, because I bashed down here instead. Okay, slide. And then shimmy. Oh. Yeah, did plenty of things in the meantime here. Pretty much send the final Lemmings a shimmier, and then this guy becomes a slider, it appears, I think. Yes. Shimmy. And then become a climber here. Yeah, and then jump out the other way. Okay, shimmy and shimmy. They both shimmy. Yeah, he becomes the slider. Yeah, I do believe the steel here is for background fixing. Yeah, since it was possible to like use the destructor skills to make turnaround points. Yeah, I forgot to mention that the last time. And then yeah, shimmy here, platform. Yeah, and I think same thing with this one-way force field. I think it's also background, a background fix. Yeah, so platform twice, and then he just hits and turns the other way and gets interrupted. Okay, platform up this water gap, and then platform. Oh, no, not platform. Sorry, shimmy. Okay, yes, it fails. Okay. Although he just drowns. So it still might be. No, it's not solvable because yeah, there's no nothing to prevent them here. Okay. Yeah, so I did load up the right replay since that one was able to be successfully completed. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and go forward to platform 27. But yeah, the remark about platform 26, yeah, the timer is like pretty unforgiving now. But like yeah, again, I'm pretty sure it's like a background fix. Yeah, I guess Strato decided that was like the best way to like handle my background or something, I think. Platinum 27, The Unforgiven by Metallica. So yes, as mentioned, I have heard of Metallica, but I don't know any song by them. And this one has zombies. I think this is also the first low that has zombies as well. So we have seen a low that finally features both neutrals and zombies, but in separate levels for each of them. Yeah, and near the very end of the pack as well. Yeah, and all the zombies that are guarding the exit are pre-assigned floaters. Yeah, this one, I believe Strato said that it's intended to be like the hardest level of the pack, but yeah, I could definitely see that because I did have some problems here from what I remember. Yeah, and I think he mentioned that this was supposed to be like one where basically you have to use blockers and then you have to like release them through like whatever techniques you know. Anyway, we did care to make a turnaround point. Okay, and then I go ahead and stop him with a jumper. Okay, and then I also max out the release rate after several lemmings that come out. So like 6 of them, I think. Oh yeah, so they walk up here. Yeah, it's like really difficult to see this connecting thing here that leads up to here. I guess that's just one of the drawbacks of the Lemmings 2 cave graphic set. Okay, and then I dropped the release rate back down to default with like the last 5 lemmings. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build. Yeah, and so it should just trap these 2 lemmings together, and then they both get sent up as climbers. Okay, shoot a laser, and again, water does not stop a laser; it just keeps on going. In the same way, it also ignores one-way force fields. So yeah, this is just to release the zombies, and also, yeah, with the next lemming, we're gonna go ahead and block in front of the laser so that he turns around and shoots the other way. Yeah, so keep in mind there's no timer for a laser, but rather it is limited by the maximum range and also whether it hits the steel and one-way arrows the wrong way. And then we're gonna go ahead and make the laser shimmy now. And yes, the zombies will just walk into the water and drown. Yeah, they are just pre-assigned floaters, but they're not pre-assigned swimmers. So that's how we get rid of the zombies guarding the exit. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine to free the blocker. We'll walk for a bit before blocking again. And at this point, yeah, the miner tunnel gets deep enough to turn him around. Yeah, and this is certainly one of the hardest parts. Yeah, just trying to connect with a laser tunnel. Yeah, especially if you try to use builders to like brute force it. But anyway, we stone here. Yeah, and this releases the crowd, and then go ahead and stop the miner with a jumper. Okay, and then here I go ahead and jump to get on top of the stoner. Yeah, and then go ahead and build to connect with the laser tunnel. So yeah, he does so successfully. And then, yeah, go ahead and jump and then shimmy. And then he will get a swimmer. So, whereas the water just drowns the zombies, yeah, he's able to get himself up here because he gets a swimmer skill. And then we go ahead and jump. Yeah, twice. Once over the laser tunnel and then again over the exit trigger. Okay, and then go ahead and mine. And then I built somewhere right here. Yeah, so that the others can get on top of the stoner. Yeah, and then finally all that's left to do is to build over the laser tunnel. So, Shimmer, Swimmer, Blocker, and 2 Diggers left over. So yeah, it's like I mentioned, Strato intended this to be one of the hardest, like quite possibly the hardest level in the pack. And again, I did find this pretty challenging, but the part I had the most trouble was this part right here. Yeah, everything else not so much, but like it's not an easy solution to figure out whatsoever. Yeah, regardless of how you approach it. Oh, and all digits repeat in the time, so either a 3 or an 8. Platinum 28, Freebird by Lanyard Skinner. Skinner. Yeah, I don't even know how you say it, but don't know who that is, and I don't know the song. Okay, and this one I kind of like. Oh yes, I think I remember it now. Okay, so just one replay each for the remaining levels. So 2 entrances here, and you're allowed 2 losses, but you do have 2 cloners though. So that pretty much means you can lose up to 4. Okay, so set up a climber on the top entrance. Yeah, to the left, of course. Okay, he's going to go ahead and platform. Yeah, twice. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and bind to get under the trap trigger of the frog. So it looks like I'm going to clone the miner. Yes. Then I stop the miner facing left with a shimmer, and then also build to get over the miner tunnel. Okay, and then I go ahead and bind to release this crowd. Alrighty, now go ahead and bomb here. Yeah, so that anyone coming back to the left here will be contained. And this gets a. I think I do the work with the climber. Yes. Because I think I remember there being like a long digger tunnel here or something. Okay, and then one-way force fields that are pointing to the left. Oh, and then also. Okay, and then build here so that he turns around. Okay, and then platform. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine. Okay, and then finally build to reach the exit. Okay. And then go ahead and use a shimmer jump, and then bomb to release the crowd. And now all that's left to do is to simply use the stoners as platforms. So yeah, this is like the maximum. Yeah, this is the maximum because this is a pixel away from being fatal. Yeah, and then to do the same thing right here, I think. But yeah, just a bit more leeway here. Yeah, and then they turn around due to the one-way force field. And then finally, I just use the cloner to meet the save requirement. Yeah, anytime now. Yeah, so whoever I decide to clone here. But it seems that it was just a normal lemming. Yeah, not the climber. So just a jumper left over here. So this one, yeah, I can probably say it's like, it can be somewhat challenging, but yeah, it isn't too bad. It's like kind of nearly of like a standard level that you can approach with just being able to like release the crowd and then like contain them so that one goes on ahead to prepare the rest of the way. So I guess it's kind of a hybrid approach of like releasing crowds and then yeah, just containing them. Yeah, so that you can take care of the rest of the route. Platinum 29. Lemmings Was My First Love by John Miles. Yeah, I don't know who that is, and I don't know this song as well. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is one in the class 8 skills, and it will be my last skill sets from the future and tile sets from the past. Yes. No, not all class 8 skills, because we do have jumpers and shimmiers. Yeah, and plus, are we missing any of the other skills here? No. We do have class 8 skills plus the shimmiers and jumpers. Okay. So my memory was off there with just being class 8 skills. Yeah, plenty of entrances here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And the 9 release rate. Yeah, and you need to save everyone. And 1, 2. Yeah, all entrances are perfectly contained except for the far left one. So I make the second one a floater, and then I dig here. Yeah, floater near the very bottom, and then this guy also becomes a floater, and a floater. I think they all become floaters as a matter of fact, since there's 6 entrances, which means 10 from every entrance, and you do have enough floaters for one entrance. Oh yeah, and you also bash here, or I bashed here. Yeah, with a lemming that's slips past the digger. Yeah, and then also send the first one up as a climber here. And then next one as well. And then place a blocker. Oh no, this entrance is not contained either. So this one and this entrance are not contained. So set a blocker behind the first one. We'll build a, okay, yeah, just looks like I just send them all up as climbers as well. Yeah. So they're all floors. Yeah, all our floors are gone. And then we go over this gap. So yeah, they all become climbers as well, all the floaters. Okay, bash through here. Yeah, not with the digger. I stopped the basher with a shimmier. And then I bashed to the right with the digger. So yeah, this song contains the crowd here. Yeah, continue building, so it takes 2 builders. Build here as well. So yeah, being the penultimate low, yeah, I believe this one can also be pretty difficult from what I remember. But a lot of it is just like managing like the different crowds here. Yeah, so it can be pretty stressful at the start. Yeah, pretty similar to the grand puzzle. Yeah, the final low Lemmings World Tour. Yeah, the first like several seconds is pretty stressful, but once you get all entrances under control, that's not too bad. But it's still like a lesson in resource management, though. Yeah, as even though it may seem like you have plenty, you will run out of skills pretty quickly if you're not careful. So yeah. Time loop is a bit of an essence here to catch the flows from above. Yeah, so I dig here after like pretty much 2 staircases, and then I build so that he turns around. Yeah, and then I go ahead and make him jump. Oh, hang on. Okay, and then I make him jump. Okay, and then jump to get over the top. Okay, and then I just go ahead and mine down to these guys down here. Okay, and then mine the other way. Yeah, and he just stops to steal each time here. Okay, and then I dig here just before he transitions into a faller. Yeah, in order to widen the gap so that we can just build successfully. And then okay, and then go ahead and jump here to land on this tiny nook there to mine. Yeah. And now we should be able to build while hitting our heads. Okay, and then we just zigzag our way up with builders. Oh, and then also, yeah, and then also build here. Oh, yeah, and then bind the block of 3, and then I stop him with a basher. Bash through to the right, and then stop him with a shimmer, or a jumper, sorry. Yeah, this is to prevent the climbers from going out. Although, I guess technically it doesn't really matter, since they're all floaters as well. Yeah, I guess it would just simply take them a bit longer to get to where they need to be. In particular, going over the top over here. Okay, bash on through. Yeah, it just takes 1 basher, I believe. Yes. Okay, and then mine down to get these guys out. So these guys can just walk to the exit. So we have 1, 2, yeah, 3 entrances done, mostly. Yeah, because I used one of the athletes here to mine. Yeah, and then bash, and then dig. I think I just make a series of staircases. No, not quite. Because then I just mine the rest of the way. Yeah, and now I make some more staircases with the diggers and the bashers. Okay, and then go ahead and start building up. Well, the climber would just go up here. Okay, and then dig here. Yeah, this is to also stop the climber from going out. Yeah, to the deadly ceiling, and then mine with the digger. Yeah, and this is also when the digger's facing to the left. And then bash these guys free. And then I believe that's it. Yeah, just barely managed to reach the pillar here. Yeah, from the very far end. Yeah, I do believe this is it. So this entrance is now done. Okay, and then I just make the miner dig. Yeah, and now that should be it, I think. Well, no, this climber is stuck in this infinite loop. So I think I just simply make him jump at the end. Yeah, so that he can go towards the exit. Ooh, bad time I had difficulty getting the words out that I wanted. Yep. So just making him jump. So plenty of skills left over here, but again, they may look plentiful, but you still have to be careful here. So definitely a good lesson in resource management here as well. So yeah, it can be one of those pretty overwhelming levels, but once you manage to get things under control, then it's not too bad. But it can be a challenge, yeah, as mentioned. Alrighty, and finally, Platinum 30, Hall of Fame by the script. I am familiar with the script, yeah, with the band, but I do not know the song of theirs. Yeah, I think I pretty much knew them from Break Even, from their song Break Even. So, nope, no songs I recognized in this final 10 levels. Whoops. So, half as many entrances as the previous level. With the middle entrance, I go ahead and mine, and a somewhat high release rate. Okay, and then, no, nothing else yet. So, the miner makes the tunnel deep enough to turn the next one around. Okay, and then I also dig here. Yeah, this one can also be a pretty challenging level, yeah. And, you know, it's kind of expected since it is the final level. But, yeah, it is by no means the hardest level by a long shot. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and stone here to make this platform for the others. Or for the middle entrance, I should say. Okay, these guys will be perfectly contained in here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and platform on top of the stoner here. Release a lemming by making him jump out of the pit. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and stone here. Yeah, so that the others can use it to step out later on. Yeah, and because he stoned at the lowest spot, then the highest point of the terrain, yeah, they are able to step onto the stoner. Yeah, it's only when you stone on even ground, yeah, then you have a problem. They cannot step up on it naturally. And then here, I go ahead and stop the miner with a jumper. Yeah, and this platformer finishes just in time. Yeah, for the other one to arrive, and then yeah, he just finishes. Yeah, so it is over land now, but I go ahead and let me jump anyway. Not sure why, but maybe it's to like get enough of a head start here. Yeah, because I jump and then jump as well, but he reaches the other side. Oh yeah, it's to close out the gap here with a platformer. Okay, and then I go ahead and turn him around with a builder, and then I go ahead and make him mine. Yeah, this entrance is perfectly contained. And then same thing with these guys now in this pit. Yeah, it's just the middle entrance is pretty much contained as well. They'll be fine in here. Okay, and then sorry, I think I missed some things here. Okay, and then jump and make him a climber. Okay, bash on through. Jump over the gap, and then jump over the gap with this guy. Okay, and then jump over the gap again. Okay, and then jump so that he climbs up the wall. Okay, he becomes a climber and then he jumps. Okay, this crowd is now free. Okay, jump over the gap and then shimmy. Okay, jump over the gap. And then jump so that he climbs. And then who else? Who shimmies here? Oh, this guy. Yeah, before he falls into the pit with the others. And then platform up this gap here. Yeah, and then I just use a shimmy jump as a delay. Yeah, to give the platformer time to see off the gap. And then make this guy shimmy. Okay, and then he'll stone here after falling for a pixel. Okay, so these guys are perfectly contained up here now. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and platform up this gap. Okay, and then we're have a jump. Yes, use the final jumper. Okay, and then platform to reach the exit. Okay, and then make him shimmy so that he does not fall into the bottomless pit. Okay, then platform up this tiny gap and then make him use a shimmy jump so that he does not turn around and exit, since we need to breach the one-way wall here. Okay, and then yeah, bash on through. And then release these guys with a platformer. No, with a builder, sorry. Yep, this shimmer stops here and then he turns around. Okay, and then we're almost done. We just need to bash on through here. Oh, and also need to release these guys with a miner. Yeah, and then I just quickly cancel with Shimmer, that's it. So a Shimmer, Climber, and a platformer left over. So not exactly intended, but looks to be quite an acceptable solution here. Yeah, despite the leftover skills. But yeah, as mentioned, it can definitely be one of the hardest. Yeah, it is certainly quite a challenge and not like a complete cakewalk. Yeah, and again, it is expected due to being the final low of the pack. But still a pretty nice one to finish the pack on, in my opinion. Alrighty, so with the completion of Platinum 30, that brings us back to the first level, which is Bronze 1. So we have done it. We have reached the end of the video series here, and yeah, this thus concludes another level solving commentary video series that I've done for custom Lemmings level pack. Yeah, and I believe this is like the I think a third one of Stratos that I've done such a video series for. Yeah, first one being for Lemmicks, yeah, for very old formats, Neo Lemmicks. The next one being Lemmings Open Air. Yeah, one of his two previous level packs. Or rather, his previous level pack. Sorry. Yeah, the one right before Lemmings Hall of Fame. And Lemmings War Tour, I did a let's play of that. Yeah, even though it's not like an exactly blind playthrough. Yeah, since I did complete the old formats version, Neo Lemmings version of that pack. Yeah, before I did my let's play. Yeah, the new formats version. Yeah, which was is a is a conversion of the old formats Neo Lemmings version. Um, but anyway, yeah, Lemmings Hall of Fame, another music themed pack of Stratos. Excuse me, and one that is Lemmings 2 based. Yeah, so it uses the exact same structure of 120 levels in total. Yeah, just like Lemmings 2, but instead of 10 levels in a row in the same graphic set, like each tribe, yeah, in Lemmings 2, yeah, all 10 levels for the 12 Lemmings 2 graphic sets are distributed across the entire pack, so that there's 10 levels in each of the or 10 levels total in each of the 12 Lemmings 2 graphic sets. So yes, if you count through all the levels in the same tile set, there should be 10 for each one. Yeah, just like there is for Lemmings 2. Yeah, for every tribe, for all 12 tribes. So yeah, another video series done here. Love solver commentary that is, and it was somewhat of a long journey, but we finally made it to the end from start to finish. And so as usual, I will just be linking to the video series in the low pack topic Stratos, yeah, on the Lemmings Forums. And anybody who fancies watching this, yeah, can certainly watch it if they want. Unless they want to avoid spoilers, because maybe, for example, they're playing through the pack, or at least plan to, and they're one of those people who just doesn't like being spoiled by hints or solutions. And by all means, yeah, they can do whatever they wish. But I would definitely urge, yeah, players to like at least get this pack in an attempt, yeah, of their own. And if they get stuck already, then they can like refer to the videos or whatever. And yeah, speaking of which, I will also post my replays as well, since yeah, it's definitely been more than enough time has passed. So yeah, I will also post my complete replay replay collection as well. Yeah, for anyone who wants to download it and feels like viewing like my solutions or whatever. But this is just mostly for the benefit of Strato, where he could just enjoy a video series with commentary, yeah, of mine, just like he has with Lemmings and Lemmings Open Air. I know he will enjoy it very much, but we haven't exactly heard from him from quite some time though. But I'm very certain it's because he's very busy in real life, and also, yeah, as mentioned and at various times, yeah, he is like I'm pretty certain that he's working on his two level packs that are currently in development. Yeah, one that's based on Lemmings 3 and the other one that's based on Lemmings 3D. So it's like drugs, Lemmings Walk and Row or something like that, I think it's called. And then the other one I forget what the pack name is, um but you can definitely find more details on the Lemmings forums. Yeah, you go to the Neo Lemmings levels board, yeah, and the in development child board underneath it. So yeah. And yeah, as it turns out, I was completely wrong about recognize, recognizing more songs. Yeah, as we get deeper and deeper into the pack. Yeah, now that I think about it, though, it does make sense. As like I think pretty much a lot of the familiar ones were already used for Lemmings War Tour and Lemmings Open Air. Yeah, which are also music theme packs as well. Yeah, of Stratos. Um, so these ones are pretty much like they seem to be pretty obscure ones, or like at least ones where only certain cultures would know about them. You know, such as like the ones that mentioned that there are traditional songs. Yeah, like most particularly the L2 Highland tile set. But as I mentioned, I am not familiar with them in any way. Um, and I'm pretty sure I would know about them if I had maybe like heard of them or like studied up. But like yeah, it's pretty much very likely the fact that I'm from the USA, and so yeah, I'm not really too familiar with like songs from like abroad or anything. Yeah, as much as I know songs that come from the USA and stuff, or were made in the USA. So yes, once again, Lemmings Hall of Fame, everyone, and if you've been watching since the beginning, I thank you for that, and I'll see you guys all around for future projects and LPs of mine. But I think for the time being, like I'm mostly done with like doing let's plays of Lemmings novel packs. Yeah, but I will continue to be like uploading some video solutions to like older packs and stuff. Yeah, in particular, I done some. I went through some like old packs again for Lemon Eye, and yeah, I will pretty much be planning to upload video solutions of them next. So I think I will start with the PSP, um, Oscar's PSP. Yeah, which was originally for Lemon Eye. Although I did find some problematic levels that were like I guess unsolvable, but like I guess I forgot about that since it was a long time ago when I first played through it, and I guess I just like did some modifications of my own to make them solvable or something. But yeah, at the same time, I think I just simply like did some rearrangement of the level order or something in order to like get past the ones that are not solvable yet the way they currently are. But I don't think Oscar is like around anymore on the forums anyway, so it'd be like a long shot to like even ask if he fixed up the lows in the meantime to make them possible or anything. But here I will take responsibility for like posting a Oscar's PSP for Lemon Eye pack with like unsolvable lows. So whoops. Yeah, it's again. It's like I said. It's been a really long time since I first played through it. So like it seems like I forgot that there were some lows that were impossible. Because maybe due to an oversight or like just like not like careful design or something. But anyway, yeah, I would get a fixed up version. Yeah, up posted. Yeah, for anyone who wants to play through on Lemon Eye or anything. And it does seem that there is somewhat of a revival of people who are playing through levels and packs, yeah, on Lemon Eye, or any of its forks. Yeah, so like Super Lemon Eye and even Retro Lemon Eye that just recently came into being last year, I believe. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much my current plans to like upload video solutions, yeah, of like pretty old packs that I recently just went back to like get replays for since I didn't like save them for whatever reason. But again, it doesn't help that for like Lemon Eye, you have to like manually remember to save it every time. Yeah, you complete a low and stuff. Although I believe Retro Lemon Eye is the only one at the Super Lemon Eye forks that does have an autosave replay feature. So fortunately, that comes in pretty handy. Although, yeah, the only reason why I'm sticking with the older Super Lemon Eye stuff is just the fact that the packs and lows that I have were originally for them, so or for it, and so yeah, that's pretty much why I'm not exactly fully into retro Lemon Eye yet, but I do like occasionally going back to the old levels and level packs, yeah, to like play through them again because I still enjoy those engines very much. Yeah, even if I am quite spoiled by the convenience features on Neo Lemmings, like with the time skipping and the frame stepping and whatnot, and also rewinding. But yeah, I do occasionally like to go back to the older stuff. Yeah, that does have like some convenience features. Yeah, not like those. Yeah, which I grew up with. That doesn't have any of those. And so, yeah, one single screw up, and you just have to restart the entire level. And yeah, depending on how many restarts you do, that can definitely drag out long completion times and whatnot. So yeah, again, Lemmings Hall of Fame, everybody. So with this, have a great day, and I'll see you guys around. So take care.